Okay, guys, we're on chapter 18 of Lemons, and this is titled Midtarsal Break. I won't have any work for this chapter. It's for the weekend, so just enjoy this chapter, okay? Hey, I call over to Tobin and Charlie, waving my arms frantically. Hey, I think I found something over here. They're so busy with their stupid map and recreating the Patterson-Gimlin film, they don't even hear me. I crouch down to get a closer look at the dried mud next to where I've been sitting. Then I get down on my hands and knees and I eyeball the ground just like Tobin does. I carefully touch what looks like indentations with the tips of my fingers. The mud is hardened, but the marks are as clear as day. A footprint. There's a big toe and a smaller one, and another smaller one, and another. All 5 toes, even a heel. An entire footprint. I'm sure of it. And it's humongous, too. It's more than a whole ruler for sure, at least a ruler and a half. And then I see another footprint, and another one. Hey, I say louder this time. I really think I've got something here. They both stop talking. They turn to look at me from over at the sandbar. Footprints, I shout to them. I lean down and I touch the prints again. The afternoon sun is shining high above me, sprinkling the forest with light through leaves and pine needles in the light, shining down from the sky. I have found my very first evidence of the elusive Bigfoot. Me, Lemonade Liberty Wit, Assistant Bigfoot Detective. I don't see anything, Tobin says, aiming his flashlight in the ground in the shade of the brush and trees and grasses, while Charlie hovers over his left shoulder. I'm on my hands and knees pointing out my discovery, and all of a sudden I don't even care about my mosquito bites or the scrape on my knee, or that I'm dirty, tired, and hungry, or that I have to go to the bathroom again, and the toilet paper is a zillion miles in the opposite direction. See, right there, I say with my face close to the ground, studying the mud in the extra light of Tobin's flashlight. It looks like it could be a footprint in the mud. Aren't those toes here? And like a heel? Look at this one. And this one over here, I point. Don't you see them? I think I even see dental ridges on the big toe right here. Can't you see it? Get your magnifying glass. It's dermal ridges, not dental ridges, Tobin reminds me, getting on his knees too and shining the flashlight closer. Oh, man, he breathes. It is. I see him. He pulls his magnifying glass out of his back pocket and eyes them, nose to the dirt, and Charlie looks around for additional signs by carefully lifting branches and peering under bushes. More prints under the bushes to the left, he calls from behind a tree. There's 2 sets. There's a set of large footprints and a set of little ones. Same thing over here, Tobin exclaims. Adult and juvenile. You think, Charlie? Juvenile, I say. See? Tobin pushes the bush up to show me. Small feet next to the big ones. Don't you think, Charlie? Could be, Charlie says, placing his backpack on the ground and unzipping it. The Bigfoot that Roger Patterson filmed out here was a female, Tobin explains. Some think a mother. Maybe it's her. Maybe it's the same one. Wouldn't that be spectacular? Wouldn't it, Charlie? Come on. Tobin beams. A mother, I ask? How do you know that? Why do you have so many questions? Tobin asks, continuing to eyeball the prints with his magnifying glass. Why can't you just accept what I tell you? I accept it, I say. I just want to know why. Is there some kind of law about asking questions? He just ignores me. Tobin. Fine. It's because she has, you know, extra parts. He stammers without looking at me. Extra parts? What kind of extra parts? Uh, you know, the girly kind, the ones up top there. And he waves a hand over the front while a slow storm of red creeps all around his cheeks. Now quit asking so many questions and stop stopping around over the mud. You're gonna ruin the prints. I'm the one who found them, remember? And I remind him. Me, I'm not ruining anything. He ignores me again. What do you think, Charlie? Should we cast them? Charlie nods, pulling packets of white powder and a canteen of water out of his backpack. What are you going to do? He's mixing up some plaster of Paris. We're going to pour it in the prints, it's going to harden, and we'll be able to take the shape of the print back with us to study it further. The rain will eventually wash those away, and we won't have anything. But we should document that we found it. Let's take pictures, too. Tobin holds his camera close to the ground and starts taking pictures after picture. What should I do? I ask. Document with that. He points to the movie camera still around my neck. Channel 4 News might want to use the discovery footage of this breaking news alert. I nod and I find the power button on the side of the camera. It makes a soft humming noise. I point it in the direction of Tobin and Charlie working to preserve the prints in the mud. Tobin Sky, founder and president of Bigfoot Detectives Inc., and his trusty assistant, Lemonade Liberty Wit. Yes, we have discovered what we are believed to be possible Bigfoot prints in the forest of Bluff Creek. I announce it in a reporter's voice. I am Lemonade Liberty Wit, and I was the first expedition when she came upon the prints. If it wasn't for her quick observational skills, the prints might have been left undiscovered for eternity or washed away by rain. Tobin peers at me over his wire rims with an annoyed look on his face. It's a silent picture, he says. I know, I say. So just film it. We don't need any commentary. I can't help but smile. Tobin Sky will surely make a Lemonade Liberty Wit partner after this amazing find on her part, I say. It's highly likely that 60 Minutes will want the first interview with Miss Wit. Maybe she'll even take over as lead detective at the agency before the summer ends. Charlie! Tobin hollers. I have to cover my mouth so he doesn't see me laughing. So it turns out there is something even better than prints with dermal ridges. Footprints with a mid-tarsal break. We watch Charlie mix the murky mess of white powder and water together and then pour it into the dried, muddy footprints. There isn't enough for all the prints, so Charlie just does two of the very big ones, where you can see the clearest outline of the foot, and one of the very best little ones. When the first one is dry enough to pick up from the mud, Charlie reaches down and pulls it out of the earth to show us. There it is, Tobin exclaims. The mid-tarsal break. I do it. I do it. He jumps up and down. Are you getting this on film? What the heck's a mid-tarsal break? I ask, focusing the camera in the direction of the cat's footprint. Charlie points to the middle of the cast. Well, it's a flexible joint in the foot where humans have a stiff arch. It allows primates to have better balance and flexibility over rough terrain, like jungles and forests and such, he says. He brushes the loose grass and sticks and pebbles off the newly hardened foot statues. I think Tobin's going to have a stroke. He's so happy about what we found. Correction, what I have found. Me, Lemonade Liberty Wit, assistant Bigfoot detective. Patterson, Giblet, Sky, he exclaims. I'm going to be the most famous discoverer since the Patterson Giblin film. Patterson, Gimlin, Sky, and Wit, I correct him. Don't forget who actually found these things. You walked right by them. If I hadn't stopped to suck the filling of the Twinkie wrapper, they would have gone unnoticed forever. Tobin thinks about it. All right. Patterson, Gimlin, Sky, and Wit. Charlie sighs and smiles down at us. Wow, it was a good day, Bigfoot hunters, Charlie says. We make a good team. Tobin and I look at each other and smile.